Well, from time to time, we've spent some time talking about Alzheimer's, and Natalie McFarland is here from Sycamore Village to help us with more information. Good to have you here again, Natalie.
Thank you. Thanks.
Alzheimer's is what, a disease of the brain? Is that an appropriate way to phrase it?
It is, yeah. It's a neurodegenerative brain disease.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there things that we should be doing that would make the brain work better prior to or during Alzheimer's?
There are, my community, Sycamore Village, we promote a theory of 5 domains to a brain healthy lifestyle.
5 domains, okay.
So we specifically, or especially focus on mental activity. That's one of the big pieces of the puzzle.
I don't know what you mean, mental activity. We all use our brains every day.
We do, and there's a big difference between mental activity versus mental exercises or brain fitness.
Oh.
Mental activity basically occurs anytime we're awake and ranges from daydreaming to reading a magazine.
And I do both of those, by the way,
yeah,
and sometimes at the same time. That's
and
right.
there are things we don't really have to think about doing too much, but a brain exercise goes beyond that, and it actually uses a structured set of exercises to improve brain function.
I mean, you're talking like the brain is almost a muscle. That
It is very similar, and I always compare it to physical activity versus physical exercise.
Activity versus exercise.
Yeah,
okay.
again, physical activity could just be pushing your shopping cart in the grocery store, as opposed to physical exercise, which would be going to the gym,
Weights,
working out,
running,
going for
whatever.
a jog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the physical differences. What are the differences as far as the brain is concerned?
Well,
I mean, I understand the everyday activities. We all do them. We don't think much about them, you know.
Yeah.
But what is this way to exercise?
There's lots of different things that you can do to exercise the brain, and the reason we want to be mentally active and do brain exercises is because research is showing that there is an association to doing these brain exercises and having a lower risk of developing dementias like Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, so it's something that you can or should be doing even before there are any symptoms?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's a preventative measure.
Well, you know, you and I have talked about this in a small way before, because I remember I told you I do these crossword puzzles, and you said that's okay, and then you added but.
Yeah, there is a big but there, and that is to have variety. Crossword puzzles, doing those every day, it's great, and it's a great maintenance exercise, but recent recommendations will say one activity, no matter how difficult the activity, is not enough to sustain the mental acuity that we all can virtually achieve by exercising our brains.
But it sounds like you're saying we need to make our brains better than we're used to having them. 'Cause, you know, it's the same way with our bodies. We let them go,
Right.
and we go to the gym and we get better. And but after all, even with physical exercise, after you do the same thing all the time, you reach a plateau, and that's kind of what you seem to be saying.
That's exactly right. You reach that plateau, and it's the same with brain exercises, and you have to continue to challenge your brain. Once you have mastered a skill, it no longer creates, your brain no longer creates new neural pathways, and you have to continue to challenge it with new and different exercises.
Well, I remember when we talked about this before. I said crossword puzzles, you said do Sudoku.
Right.
I said that's too hard.
And that's when you know it's a good exercise.
Okay.
Learning a new language is a great mental exercise to do. It activates lots of different areas of the brain. You want to try to focus on all different areas, and again, you'll get that through variety. Playing board games and video games is great for strategical, memory, response
The other day,
time.
we were on a little trip, and we played dominoes, which we hadn't played for a long time, and that was a little bit of a strain too.
Yeah, and
so it's almost anything.
Anything that's really making you think. My favorite activity or exercise is switching hands, And that's a fun one to try doing. If you're right-handed, try brushing your teeth with your left hand.
I don't have that much time.
It's frustrating, and it's a difficult task to do,
Yeah.
but that's when you know it's really working your brain. Anytime your brain has to pay attention to a once automatic behavior, it's really a great exercise for it.
Okay, well, what about things like that seem to be much more mental than brushing your teeth? For example, playing the piano or learning a language, those kinds of things.
Those are more difficult exercises, and even better for your brain.
Oh, really?
Because they activate more areas. The more intricate, more difficult the exercise, most likely the more areas of the brain it will activate.
Okay, these days, for example, if I had to try to write my name with my left hand, that would be but I have found that I don't write very much anymore because I now have a computer.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Computers do so much thinking for us these
Yeah.
days, but there are great computer software programs available. Our community has purchased one, and we offer complimentary use of it to local community members.
Oh, really?
And yeah, basically it's a program that has thousands of different brain exercises, and we recommend to use it at least about 3 times a week, just like you would physical exercise.
You'd want them to call first, though.
Yeah, if they call, we can set up a private training session.
Okay. Now, in the past, you have said you give seminars or teaching sessions. Do you have anything coming up in October?
We do. We're actually going to continue to focus on brain fitness, so we are offering a free community seminar Friday, October 28th. That's at 2 o'clock. And again, we'll talk more about brain fitness, how it relates to Alzheimer's, and things that you can do to make your brain more healthy.
I need a healthy brain, that's for sure.
We
if you're
all
looking for the
do.
seminar, we'll give you the phone number. Whether you want to go to the seminar, just use their computer. Natalie, thanks very much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Our guest in this segment of the program, Natalie McFarland of Sycamore Village.